game. Swipe that page, get in the mood. Comic-Con energy, we're bringing the food. Fan culture rise and fandoms unite. Welcome to our party, it's gonna be tight.
You're watching Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Kicking It with Onrie, the live shopping show. I'm your host, Onrie Company. It's great to be here with you guys this afternoon. A couple things we need to talk about. So, yesterday I got one of my review shows done. Onrie's comic mukbang review. I did my fourth one. I reviewed new comics, and a bunch of creators are now petitioning to have me Nancy Kerrigan at my next convention. So I just want to call out the following names in case it actually happens. This is who you go after. Dennis Camp, because I said I didn't understand what was going on in the Absolute Martian Manhunter, number 11, because I really didn't. Dan Slott, Joe Kelly, Charles Soule, all those people. Nick Lowe. You know, anytime I have like an opinion, it's like that's not favorable. I am now in their crosshairs, and I will get Nancy Kerrigan. You guys know what a Nancy Kerrigan is? It's when someone goes online and tells you that, no, your comics suck. I don't even know where I'm going with that. It's like, I don't even know where I'm going. I don't know what's going on right now. I don't even know like what's happening here. But we're live. We're here, and let's start showing off some comics. Just kidding. I really enjoy doing the mukbang reviews. If you guys haven't had a chance to check it out, yeah, please do. So now that I'm doing everything on my channel, I'm kind of thinking about things very differently, about the kind of content that I'm putting out there. And the thing that I love about doing reviews now is that this is not something where you need to hang out with me because I'm selling comics. I'm trying to not dilute you guys with too many sales shows, but to provide different types of content out there. And one of the things I'm going to be doing is every week is going to be different. So, you know, my schedule is going to change. As you guys know, I'm on the road a lot for conventions. So, you know, every week is going to be different when I'll be on the air and what I'll be doing and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, this is probably the most consistent time I'll be on the air when I'm not traveling, because I like to have at least one daytime show a week. But yeah, we're putting out different stuff. So, all right, let's get to it. We got awesome books today. Super cheap stuff on the bottom row here, like stupid cheap, awesome stuff here. And as always, if you spend $25 with me, I'm going to hook you up with a free spin on the wheel. If you spend $50 with me, you get free shipping on your order. Another thing I wanted to announce, it's really awesome. Our bulk shipment of Yisun Shin Hunter and Destroyer 3 has arrived. So we just finished our Kickstarter, and now the books are here. So I'm really excited about that. Unfortunately, our shipment got kind of damaged. But none of the Yisun Shin books were harmed. It was mostly, I reprinted a bunch of Warline books, and they took a little bit of a beating. Not all of them, just like a couple boxes. So it kind of sucks that I have to deal with that now, but I'd rather deal with that than have damaged stuff. But all you guys are going to be getting your Yisun Shin books very soon. So I'm really excited about that. We'll be able to wrap up fulfillment in June. So happy about that. And today I just sent out a bunch of books to Oklahoma City. Next week I will be at GalaxyCon Oklahoma City as a featured creator over there, which is pretty cool because normally I don't get featured very often. Where am I going to be? That's a good question. I am going to be at booth number 203. Booth 203 over there. So you can find me over there this upcoming weekend. I'm going to have everything out there. I'm still working on getting my new banners in, so that's also been another thing that I've been stressing about too. Is I had to reprint my tablecloth because I wasn't happy with the material that it was printed on. It's kind of like that picnic table type of fiber. but sturdier, but it wrinkles really easily. So I went and got the same type of cloth that I had before. So it was reprinted, and then my banners were printed on like a one-sided fabric, which is kind of like what they use for printing up flags. And I don't know why they thought that's what I wanted, but it's very like transparent. So I talked with them, and they're now reprinting it on a more opaque surface so that the colors will pop and everything. So I haven't heard back from the company yet. So I've been going back and forth with them. So it's a lot of things. This is just stuff you don't see when I'm here, but I'm also working a lot on the final issue of FOMO right now, like going back with the artist and the rest of the creative team. We're coming really close to finalizing the cover for this beast, and this last issue of FOMO is going to be a tour de force. Like we're going out with a serious bang on this issue, so I'm really excited to show it to you guys. What's up, Leonard? What's up, Chris Steiskal? How you doing? All right, let's get going. We got a bunch of awesome books for you guys. Starting with Star Wars: The High Republic, the finale, #1. That's going to go for just $3. So $3 on Star Wars: The High Republic, the finale, #1. And I got to take Bentley to the vet today because he's got an ear infection again, which kind of sucks. Like he woke up this morning, he was like just shaking his head, and like he's got like some liquid coming out of his ear. So I'm kind of worried about him, but he'll be all right. All right, I got formerly known as the Justice League #1. What's up, Joey? How you doing, dude? See you in a couple weeks, man. $3 on formerly known as the Justice League #1. Formerly known as the Justice League. Wolverine #50. It's got a price tag of $8 on it, but you can get it right now for $3 for Wolverine #50. Final chapter of the Sabretooth War. I have Invincible Iron Man #500. Iron Man #500. This is part of Matt Fraction and Salvador LaRocca's run. It's a cool variant here. $3. We know how much you guys all love variants here. You looking forward to it? That's awesome. How's everything else going, dude? Heard you guys had a successful Kickstarter campaign for Sticks and Stone. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be such a fun book. Aaron did such a good job with that, and I'm as from one Jew to another. I'm glad it exists. Need more Jewish themed books out there. All right, I have Dark Knight's Death Metal: The Multiverse Who Laughs. Looks like this is a bunch of stories here, and wonder who did the cover for this, because honestly it looks like what's his name? See who did the cover. It's Chris Burnham, actually. Chris Burnham's actually a local. He used to be a local Chicago guy. Now he's based, I think, in Ohio or something. But Multiverse Who Laughs looks like a bunch of short stories that take place in the multiverse and have to do with Batman Who Laughs, which is really cool. So this is going to go for $3. That's awesome. Yeah, Aaron's awesome. Is Aaron going to be at any of these upcoming shows? Is he going to be at Phoenix? I'd like to meet him. $3 on Death Metal: The Multiverse Who Laughs. Multiverse Who Laughs. Okay. Next up, we got Absolute Green Lantern #1. First issue of Absolute Green Lantern. You guys all know how hot the Absolute line has been. So you're getting a first printing, first issue of Absolute Green Lantern. It's interesting. It hasn't been my favorite Absolute book, but it's not bad. It's written by Al Ewing. I have every single issue of it. I've read every single issue of it. It's definitely a different take, and I think you have to be pretty well versed in the Green Lantern lore to really be shocked by it, but in terms of how it flows really well. It's a good book. Everything is changed up in this series here. Absolute Green Lantern #1 is going to go for $3. And then I got Berserker #1 by Mark Brooks. We got a Mark Brooks variant cover here that's a foil. That's going to go for $3. That's it. $3 on this. I have Batman FaZe Clan #1. Batman FaZe Clan #1. We got a variant cover here by Jason Badower with Nightwing and FaZe Clan on there. It's going to go for $3. Alligator Loki #1 is going to go for $3. That's cool, man. So $3 on Alligator Loki #1. Absolute Power #1. This was DC's big crossover event for I think 2023, and it is Mark Waid and Dan Mora. Really beautiful book. It's a 4-part series, and it's all about how Amanda Waller is trying to arrest all the DC superheroes by criminalizing them. It's like there is no civil war. It's like they're now guilty until proven innocent. They have to all be brought in. It's interesting. It's a good run. Batman #54. This is part of Tom King's run. This is the origin of Robin. It's gonna go for $3. Yeah, dude. Silk #1 is gonna go for $3 for Silk #1. Brian Pulido's Gypsy from Avatar Press. That's going to go for $3. That's a preview issue. And then I have Deadpool #1 going for $3. There you go. We got a room filling up here. Up top, I got some new short runs here. Some DC Convergence stuff. We got Detective Comics Part 1 and Part 2. That's a full run there, going for $5. I have Action Comics Convergence #1 and 2 going for $5. And then I have War for Earth 3 #1. This is a variant cover by Gilliam March. And then I have #2, which is the Rafa Sandoval cover. This is the guy who's drawing Absolute Superman. If you want to get these 2 books, it's $5 as well. So $5 for the 3 runs that we have over here. And there we go. So pretty much everything on the bottom row here, I really want it to go. So if anybody's interested in taking all of these books off of my hands right now, we got 14 books on the bottom row there, and they're all going for $3 a piece. So 3 times 14 is $42. If you guys take them all off my hands right now, I'll do them all for $30. So I'll take 15 off the price of all the bottom row books in order to move them. At $30, you get everything on the bottom row here. These are all books that need to go. So you're saving $12. Sorry, $12 off the overall price of all those books on the bottom row, which is essentially taking $1 off each book, more or less. Yeah, it is. It's taking $1 off each book. So $30 for all of them. $30 for all the bottom row books, just as a big lump sum. You got some cool books there. I mean, maybe not stuff that's going to make you millions of dollars, but, books that you can easily get $4 or $5 off, a crack on, depending on where you sell them. Give you guys a second before we jump into the new stuff that I'll be showing off. And how's everybody else doing? If you're in the room right now, let me know how you're doing. It's weird because I can only see people on Facebook. I can't see people who are watching the show on YouTube. Sometimes it's weird because I can't even see who's watching on YouTube. Very, very weird. So if you're watching the show right now, let me know. All right. Let's get going here. I'm going to start showing off books, new stuff. Here we go. Yeah, you told me the other day. That's really awesome. I love that you got name dropped. That's really cool. That's awesome. All right. Leonard, it's always great to see you, man. I hope you're doing great. And thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Everybody who's watching the show right now, thank you for being here. I really, really appreciate all you guys. You guys are fantastic. If I seem a little low energy today, I am a little low energy today. I don't know why. I wish I knew why. I think it's just a lot going on at once, and I'm getting ready to do all these cons. And so, yeah, if I'm a little low energy, it's not you, it's me. Yeah, man, of course. All right, now let's start showing off some comics. Everything that's going up on this rack is going for only $2, $2 books. What's up, Philip Ragusa? How you doing, dude? Good to see you. Captain America, number 27. This is from Ed Brubaker and Steve Epting's run. Issue 27 is going to go for $2. I have a Cyclops miniseries here. But before I get to that, I have Deceased, number 5 of 6. This is cool. It's going to go for $2. What's up, Tony? You know what? Oh my gosh, I remember meeting you, and I remember we talked about Christopher Lambert too with the Fortress. No, I did not see it yet. I have to see it. Man, I'm so glad you reached out, and I'm gonna have to remember to go back and watch it now. It slipped my mind. Honestly, I've been watching The Sopranos. I'm on the final episode, and I have like less than 30 minutes to go before I'm done with The Sopranos completely. Like, it's the final episode of the sixth season. And so my eyes have been glued to the TV watching it. I love The Sopranos. And now that I'm like finishing it up, this is my first time watching it. And I never got on the bandwagon originally. I don't know why, but I finally just started watching it. I started watching it with my friend. So I was hanging out with her, and she was like, let's just put this on and have it in the background. And I started watching it. I'm like, this is actually pretty damn good. Why did I never watch this? And I think what happened was when I was younger, I just wasn't into mafia stuff as much. And I had a lot of Italian friends growing up. Like, no joke, I had a lot of Italian friends. So the whole Italian mob thing was just like a snooze fest for me. It was like, you see a lot of like, chest puffing in that group. So it's like, even the women are actually even worse than the men, honestly. Like, Italian women will beat the shit out of you any day of the week. Like, I kid you not. And actually, that was the case. I had a very close friend in high school who was Italian, and so I would always hang out with her and her family on the weekends and stuff. And yeah, it's like Italian people are just crazy. They're crazy. So when The Sopranos came out, which was like kind of around the time I was like a junior or senior in high school, I was kind of like, I've already fucking lived this shit, And so I never got around to it. But like, years passed, and I'm like, now a big connoisseur of story and all that shit. And so I saw it, and I saw that a few episodes. I'm like, I really got to watch this. So started watching it, and it's been a journey. I mean, I didn't watch it straight through. I watched the first 2 seasons, took some time off, and then came back to it, and then now finishing it. So I'm really excited to be done with it finally. Yes, I know. It's a good movie. I want to see it. You read Mark's. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate it. I get so much positive feedback from people about Mark's. That really means a lot to me. Thank you. Thank you so much. And freshen is going to. I'm not working on my final issue of freshen. I don't know if you picked that series up too, but I'm now working on the final issue of freshen. We have all those issues back in stock, which is really awesome. All right, I have Swamp Thing number 5 from the New 52. I didn't know Scott Snyder wrote the Swamp Thing. I thought it was Yannick Paquette, but this is, or sorry, not Yannick Paquette. I thought it was Jeff Lemire. No, Jeff Lemire did Animal Man. So I think Swamp Thing was done by Scott Snyder. So Swamp Thing, Scott Snyder, issue 5, $2. I have Batman Year 100, number 3 of 4. This is going to go for $2. This is more than a $2 book. This is a $6 book, honestly, but I'm going to do it for $2 right now. So $2 on Batman Year 100, number 3 of 4. And Tony, welcome to Kickin It. This is what I do when I'm not at conventions. I will host 2 shows, like 1 to 2 shows a week, where I am selling comics. And every week I review new comics on a separate show where I don't sell stuff. But you're welcome to hang out. And if you're looking for cheap comics, this is the show to come to. I do a lot of back issue diving. I'm a comics fanatic, so I have a huge collection myself. And I am a voracious comic reader, so I'm always reading stuff and building my collection. And I want to help you build yours too. So if we met at a con, I always like to think that the con is the introduction to our relationship. And I like to think that if you come and hang out at these shows, that I've actually done my job and have converted you to start hanging out with me on a weekly basis on these shows. They're a lot of fun. I try to have fun. You know, sometimes I make jokes that are inappropriate. Sometimes it's like watching a train wreck. Other times it's like, you know, trying to get on the highway, you know, so like a fast moving highway right before an accident that causes the train wreck. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, but hey, you're here. That's what matters. So welcome. And everybody else is here. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. You're the man. And if you can, hit that subscription or that subscribe button on YouTube. All right. Next up, I have Batman and Robin, New 52 by Peter J. Tomasi and Pat Gleason. This is a great series here. Just some fun Batman Robin action. This is Batman and Damian Wayne. So we got issue 0, issue 13, and issue 14. And this is going to go for $6. $6? What's up, Eddie? How you doing, dude? Really? Yes, that is Brian Pulido's Gypsy, and it is going for just $3 right now. $3? Yep, $3 on Gypsy. All right, next up I got Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood, number 3. Bunch of short stories featuring black-suited Spider-Man or symbiote Spider-Man, and it's done in black, white, and red. This is pretty cool. $2 on that. We got the Blue Beetle Special Edition, number 1, going for $2. Star Wars Hidden Empire, number 3, is $2. Outsiders, number 2, is $2. Steel Grip Starkey and the All-Purpose Power Tool. This is a really cool cover here. I love covers like this, where you see the hero and the villain or 2 people locked in combat getting ready to attack each other. Love it. This is the type of cover that sells a book. It's going to go for $2. I don't know who did the cover. Alan Weiss did the cover. It is a dynamic cover. It's going to go for $2. This is Steel Grip Starkey, number 3. It's a 6-issue series. Really cool cover. And we were talking a little bit about covers yesterday on Kickin It, like strong covers versus like weak covers, you know? That's a strong cover. Honestly, that Spider-Man Black Suit and Blood is also a strong cover. What's really cool is, you have Spider-Man on the cover here, but you got the red in the background, which really helps Spider-Man pop. And when you're at a comic shop looking at a whole bunch of comics, you want your covers to pop so that people want to actually pick up the book and read it. Some of the weaker covers are the ones that have like muted tones, like, no offense, but this Blue Beetle here, it's a little bit of a weaker cover. And don't judge a comic by its cover ever, because the interiors are definitely a lot different, and you may not always have the same cover artist, So here's an example of some of the interiors. The interiors are great on this book. The problem with the cover is everything's muted. And Blue Beetle, this black costume kind of melded in the background. This keeps it from popping. The only thing that does pop is the title. So if you're looking for Blue Beetle, you're going to know, oh, yeah, I'll pick this up. You know what would have fixed this? Changing that black background to white. Keep everything else as is. Just change that black background to white. And Blue Beetle would have popped out and bitch slapped you. In a good way. Ronin Hood of the Samurai. It's a free comic book day book. Figured, we're all into that stuff here. $2 on this. Some of you guys may be into this. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 6. It's written by Peter David. $2 on this. Oh, that's cool. Eddie's talking about Gypsy. I have Superman, the 10-cent adventure. This was a big deal when it came out because DC was doing this huge incentive to get more people to jump on comics. So they were doing an issue of Superman at 10 cents. And then they did an issue of Batman at 10 cents. And it worked so well that Marvel copied it and did a Fantastic Four issue for 9 cents. It was funny. But this actually works. This can go for $2. The 10-cent adventure has gone up in value. And then I got Cyclops. Cyclops had a 4-issue miniseries during the Biker Gang X-Men look. And Cyclops has a miniseries. We got issues 2 and 3 of this 4-issue run here. Let's see. Does he lose his visor here? No, he doesn't lose his visor here. Oh, thank God for that. Oh, thank God he has his visor. Nope, he loses his fucking visor. He loses the damn visor again. See? It always happens. Every fucking time he loses his goddamn fucking visor. I'm going to go blindfold myself and go and fight this guy without my visor because I'm Cyclops. What is the blindfold deal anyway? If he opens his eyes, he's going to burn right through that blindfold. I just never understood that. Why does he always have to be blindfolded? He's Cyclops. No. All right, $4. Sorry, I have a whole thing about Cyclops. Every single time Cyclops is the leader of the X-Men, okay? The leader of the X-Men. He prepares all the mutants for combat. He strategizes for the X-Men. He says, this is what we're going to do. We're in combat. Wolverine, you're going to go jump on this guy and fucking rip him apart. Colossus, you're going to go tear down this building. Like Jean Grey, you're going to go psychically fuck up some other shit. And I'm going to be right here fucking up shit with my fucking laser beams, okay? With my freaking laser beams, okay? All right. That's Cyclops' role. He's the leader of the X-Men, okay? And what happens every single time Cyclops gets his own miniseries? He loses his fucking visor. That's like a general losing his gun, or like, or that is like literally a soldier losing their gun, or a general, or some high-ranking official losing the one thing that they need in order to, like, I lost me army boots. Like, come on. He loses his visor and he doesn't have a backup. There's no backup at all. Well, he does have a backup. It's the sunglasses, but those get fucked up all the time. Someone always steps on him or something, and then he's got 2 hands behind his back. Now he has to fight a blind sword and show him his martial arts moves. It's like, come on, dude, you're a freaking mutant with one of the coolest powers ever. I love Cyclops. I'll tell you why I love Cyclops. Cyclops has a power that he has to control in 2 ways. his powers are always working whenever his eyes are open. So he has to open up his visor in order to, shoot stuff. And that's what I think is really cool about the character. But when you cripple him in the most stupid ways by taking away his visor, I think you're losing the character. I think there's better ways to do a Cyclops story. But like every single time, same thing. He loses his visor. He's got to go in blind now. Was he fucking Daredevil? Fuck that shit. There. Yeah, I just had a little bit of a rant. Oh, are you working right now? Tell your boss to shut the fuck up. Are you in a meeting right now? Tell your boss to shut the fuck up. Is your wife in the background yelling at you? Tell her to shut the fuck up. Is your husband doing it? Tell him to shut the fuck up, all right? You're on my network right now. There shall be swearing. We're going to be talking about Cyclops and his freaking laser beams and him losing his visors and everything, okay? There. Rant done for now. Velma losing her glasses. I mean, come on. Onrie square selling. Kind of combines with rage selling, too. The two go hand in hand. No, I didn't hear about this. There's a Dungeon Crawler Carl FCBD going for $15 now. That's pretty funny. A lot of people are selling a lot of those online. All right, I have The Death of Doctor Strange Bloodstone, number 1, going for $2. I have Metamorpho, the Element Man, number 3. And number 5, these are 2 variant covers. The first one's by Derek Chu. And the second one is by Christian Ward. $4. All right, Bloodstone's off to David Moore. And let's not forget, if David Moore is in the house and he makes the first claim on the show, we got to play the special David Moore tribute video.
David Moore!
Holy Crizap. Holy Crizap. Absolute cinema. That's right. Okay. Next up, I got Dark Knights of Steel All Winter. Number 6 going for $2. Red Lanterns. I have the first 4 issues of it. Number 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's going to go for $8. $8. Absolute Centaur. That's right. Cosmic Ghost Rider number 2 is going to go for $2. Speaking of centaurs and speaking of everything that's absolute, Matt Reeves dropped a new scene from the Batman Part 2 today. Now, I was not a big fan of the Batman Part 1 movie. I did not like it. But after seeing that Penguin show, I was like, that show was so damn brilliant that I want to see what's coming up next. So I'm kind of excited about it. He posted it on Twitter, and it's a really small moment. But let's see. It's just a silent video. There's nothing here. It's a GIF. But here it is. So there's Alfred. He throws an envelope, and the envelope explodes. So that's our first look at the Batman Part 2, which is being filmed right now. So looking forward to that. A little something for you guys. What's up, Zach? How you doing, dude? Green Lantern Sinestro Corps Special by Jeff Johns and Ethan Van Schreiber. Number 1. That's going to go for $2. The first issue. Daredevil number 235, Mr. Hyde versus Daredevil. That's going to go for $2. I started watching Daredevil Born Again season 2 now with my sons. We've been watching that. I am so Daredeviled out right now in terms of the TV show that it's really hard for me to like be all in with Daredevil after watching seasons 1 through 3, Born Again season 1, and now Born Again season 2. Like I'm like, oh my god, it's Daredevil again. And I know it's brilliant, and I know everybody loves it and everything, but I'm like tired of it. You know, it's like I need like a little bit of can we put a pin in this kind of a thing? Have you guys seen that new Punisher special yet? A lot of people have been complaining about the CGI in that, but I don't give a shit. I'm going to go see it anyway. And by the way, I'm also going to go check out Mortal Kombat 2 this weekend with Alan. We're going to watch Mortal Kombat 1, and then we're going to go see 2. 2 stars this really awesome actress. Her name is Tati Gabriel, and she's playing Jade. And I met her last year at New York Comic Con, and she's really interested in possibly portraying Kia from Warline in a film. So she has all 3 issues of Warline, and she's got some other projects on her plate right now. But I would really love to see her play Kia in a movie. I think she would be so badass for the role. So she's looking into it, and maybe I'll hear from her. Maybe I'll see her again at New York Comic Con this year. But it was really cool because her and her Warner Brothers crew were like filming right in front of my booth, and that was pretty awesome. Like, New York Comic Con wasn't the biggest show for sales for me last year. Like, I've had better years over there. It wasn't a bad show. Like, I did sell through stuff, but I didn't sell through everything. I was a little butthurt about that. But anyway, having that experience can only happen at a place like New York Comic Con. So it was really exciting to meet her and, to have that moment and to actually have that, conversation, and hopefully it leads to something. But I decided I wanted to take Alan to go see it anyway because, it's Mortal Kombat. And I have the song. I've had the song in the back of my head for the last week now. Deet, 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 deet. Punisher GTA. Onrie sworn again. No trades today. I'm working. Trades are really hard for me to acquire at a price that I can flip them for $5 a pop. So I do have trades. They're just not $5. They're going to be like cover price because I'm into them for wholesale prices. So I got to sell them at retail. All right, I have Amazing Spider-Man: Renew Your Vows, number 2 by Jerry Conway, the late great Jerry Conway and Ryan Stegman. That's going to go for $2. Oh, really? It was good? All right, awesome. And I do need to see The Fortress. Like, when we talked about it, it sounded really good. Elektra, Root of Evil, book 2 is going to go for $2. If you're a big Elektra fan, this is the book for you. Samari, Mistress of the Martial Arts. Number 1. Actually, why does it say coming in June? What is this? This is weird. Continuity Comics here. Sorry, this is Jason Kreider, Toy Boy, number 1. They bagged and boarded this backwards from Continuity Comics. For those of you guys who don't know, Continuity Comics was Neil Adams' publishing company, and he created a bunch of characters like Skate Man and Toy Boy and Samari, the Mistress of the Martial Arts. It didn't really go anywhere, but, it was Neil Adams making comics and doing the covers and doing all kinds of stuff. So you want some Neil Adams books that are fun and easy to jump on, get Toy Boy number 1 for $2. No one's going to laugh at you for buying this book, okay? If they do, I'll come over to their house and I'll punch them in the eye. All right, I got Batman Superman, the 2021 annual. I'm not sure who did the cover here. But I do. Oh, it's Francisco Francavilla. Yeah, $2 on this. I can see his signature at the bottom there. $2. No, Toy Boy wasn't a hit. Toy Boy's not getting Born Again season 2. And here's the thing: Born Again has been good. I've actually really liked it. It's just after you've seen so much Daredevil, like we're all Daredeviled out. And there's so much stuff I want to see still. Like, we really want to watch Invincible season 4. We haven't gotten around to that yet. I haven't even watched The Boys season 5 yet. I need to get on that, and I need to sell the first issue of The Boys that I have. I have a slab of The Boys number 1, and that's The Boys, not Toy Boys. Toy Boy, boy toy again. What happens when Toy Boy gets his bar mitzvah? He becomes Toy Boychik. All right, Astonishing X-Men number 7. That's going to go for $2. X23 number 8 is going to go for $2. Wolverine and Kitty Pryde number 1, $2. Prime number 22 is $2. Boris the Bear number 3 is $2. The Last Wolverine number 1 is $2. Batman Odyssey number 4 is going to go for $2. And Captain America Goes to War Against Drugs is going to go for $2. Leonard, I am really looking to sell this book right now. Let me show it off real quick. There's a whole story behind the book. I'm not going to get into it. But I have a slab. This is like the only slab I have for sale. I've been trying to sell it for a long time. The Boys number 1, 9/8 signature series from CGC, signed by Garth Ennis. And his signature is in bronze right over here. My all-in cost on this is $400. So I'd like to make about $600 on it at this point. There was a point I was trying to sell it for a lot more than that when the Boys was really hot. I really want to part ways with this. So $600 is my starting price. There is a little wiggle room. If you know someone who might be interested in this, please let me know, because I'm very eager to part ways with this book now. This is like my last opportunity to sell it. That is like the last opportunity. I have the Other History of the DC Universe going for $2. Black label book. Normally a $8 book, going for $2. Captain America, Drugs, going off to David Moore. What's up, Lorena? How you doing? Yeah, selling that Boys number 1 is like going to be selling a house for me. If like I can sell that off, that'll be great. What's new, Lorena? Got a whole bunch of new comics for you. Now I have the Mortal Kombat song in my head. Test your might. Kingpin number 4, $2 on this. Incredible Hulk 327 is $2. Justice League Odyssey number 8 and number 9. That's going to go for $4. Curse of the Spawn number 14 and 15. That's $4. We're going to take a break for a second from $2 books, because these books on the bottom row here are all $3 a pop, and I want to show them off again because I'm really eager to move these books. So I'm going to show these off again. And then I was offering a lump sum total on all these because I just want them to go. Mortal Kombat! Beep, 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 beep. So if you guys, who's been reading Absolute Martian Manhunter? Like, show of hands. Who's been reading it? David Moore, have you been reading it? Lorena, anybody? Well, anyway, Mortal Kombat. Okay, so you've been reading it. Okay, cool. Well, like, honestly, I don't know. Issue 11 came out. I have no idea what happened in it. I tried reviewing it yesterday, but every time I pick up Martian Manhunter, Absolute Martian Manhunter, I'm reminded of this moment from The Simpsons. So I'm going to show it to you guys real quick.
Hey, sister, just give me a chance to get next to you. Hey, my threads, baby.
How come I've never seen that?
See, that is how I feel every time I read Absolute Martian Manhunter. I hear that music in the background, every character that's talking, I hear them talking exactly like that. That is absolute Martian Manhunter wrapped up in a bow for me. I don't understand anything that is going on in that book. I am 11 issues in. I have read every single issue along with you guys. It's all in my collection, a nice, tight little bundle. Help me understand it. I do not understand it, okay? I'm not trying to insult it. I'm not trying to say it's a bad book. I'm just trying to say I hear that music when I'm reading it. I hear those high-pitched 70 jive-ass mofo talking, voices and everything, those high-pitched voices. No, it looks like it's like, in the 70s. Hey, my friends, baby. Especially if you open up issue 11 and you look at that first page. Yeah, I mean, it is an indie. It feels like an indie book, but is it an indie book? Like, what the fuck is going on in this book? It's like you got to be like tripping on acid to fucking understand what's going on. Fuck. All right, anyway, bottom row books. All going for $3 a pop. Let's do this. Star Wars: The High Republic, the finale. Swing, $3. No, see, it looked like a bad acid trip on issue 1. By issue 11, you're like, where am I? Like, what? Did I take shrooms and acid and smoke weed and snort coke and drink like a whole liter of vodka all at once and then decided to like go for a jog at night with my dog and in the desert? Like, that's what this book is about for me. I have absolutely no idea at all. Nothing, no goddamn idea what's going on in that book. Oh, that. So David Moore is referring to a book that I found in the Salvation Army. They have like a little book section, and I found it over there, and I went by and I picked it up for $1, and it was all in Japanese, just like thick manga that's all in Japanese, and I sent it to David Moore as like part of a free giveaway because I couldn't sell the book. So David Moore has it, and he put his interns on translating it, and we finally know what it is. That Japanese book is The Idiot's Guide to Understanding Absolute Martian Manhunter. David Moore, you have figured it out. Thank God. Now you have to explain it to me. What am I missing here? I think it was the brown acid. All right, Star Wars: The High Republic, the finale is $3. Formerly known as the Justice League, #1 is $3 by Keith Giffen and J.M. DeMatteis. Wolverine #50 is $3. Invincible Iron Man 500, $3. Multiverse Who Laughs #1, we got a Chris Burnham cover, $3. Absolute Green Lantern #1 is $3. Berserker #1, we got a Mark Brooks variant foil cover going for $3. Batman FaZe Clan, we got a variant cover by Jason Badower. That's going to go for $3. Alligator Loki #1 is $3. Absolute Power #1 of 4. This is the A cover, $3. Batman 54 from Tom King's run is $3. Silk #1 is $3. And Brian Pulido's Gypsy is $3. And Deadpool #1 is $3. Deceased and Winter, please, no problem. Deceased and Winter. And All Winter. Hey, my friends, baby. Hey, sister. Just let me get close to you. But, I think, and then you got like people like Rob Liefeld talking about how that's why Rob Liefeld likes fucking Absolute Martian Manhunter, because he's on coke, right? Or acid or some shit. A lot of people have been saying that he's on drugs. So, like, of course he likes it. Of course he thinks it's genius. Why didn't I think of that? See, I don't do drugs anymore. I'm sober, and look how great I turned out. Drugs are bad and gay. God, I miss those drugs. Here's another movie I'm trying to make sense of, and I'm going to actually force myself to do it. A lot of things get lost on me when I first encounter them. Case in point, The Big Lebowski. I never understood what everybody loved about that movie until I forced myself to go back and watch it again. And then I'm like, this is actually pretty funny. So I love the Big Lebowski now. I get why everybody loves it. Another movie that I just don't fucking understand and could not ever understand is Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. And I know some people are obsessed with that movie. They're obsessed with Hunter Thompson. I just do not fucking get that movie. Oh, it's about a guy who gets high on drugs. And he got what's the fucking point of the movie? That he just got high on drugs and like did shit? I don't get it. I've tried watching it and I don't find it funny. I don't get what's going on. And it's almost like there's a joke happening and I'm missing it, because like I'm not on drugs while I'm watching it. So how am I've even tried watching it while I was high and I still didn't get it. I didn't understand it. So my next mission over the next 3 weeks is going to be to watch this movie again, because apparently it is a criticism of the American dream. All right, let's do this. Let me really try and understand this movie now. And if I can't, I blame you, Dennis Camp, who is going to Nancy Kerrigan my ass one day because I've been critical of his work. Somewhat critical of his work. I think he's doing good stuff. I buy his shit. I can critique it all I want. Critique away, Onrie. Hey, my friends, baby. All right. Absolute Green Lantern and Deadpool are off to David Moore. Excellent day. And some stuff got claimed by Arena 2. So, Bat Soup Annual. David Moore got the Captain America War on Drugs, unfortunately. Where's the Batman, Superman? Where the fuck is it? I just start throwing the rack down. There it is. Staring me right in the damn face. Okay. Right in the God-forsaken face. Yeah, I have tried watching it on weed. I did. I tried watching Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas on weed, and I still... Okay. That doesn't make it better. I got even more lost, because it was about a really surreal, drug trip. And I couldn't follow it because I've never had an interest in doing that kind of drugs on that level. For me, weed actually shrooms was as far as I went. Okay. And I only did shrooms like a handful of times. And the last time was the last time for me. Like I'm done putting all kinds of drugs into my body, but I will have a drink here and there, I never really went crazy on drugs. I've always been really afraid of drugs, to be honest with you, because of the things that I've heard and the things that I've seen. I remember running into this kid I went to high school with. And I was in the finance world. I was around drugs all the fucking time without even realizing it. I used to buy weed from the dude who worked in the freight elevator. So I had very easy access to drugs when I was in the finance world. Believe you me. And the way I'd see some of these guys behave on the trading floor when they were like high on cocaine was crazy. Like they would their eyes would be open and it'd be like, they'd have like bags under their eyes and, bloody veins. Like they'd been working for like 8 hours straight on the floor. And they were like there since like 2 a.m. because they got high and they're like, I want to do some work. I want to get ready to fucking trade. So I can, as soon as the bell hits, I can fucking be ready to go. It was crazy. I'm not kidding. Some of these guys also traded foreign markets. So they were there working night shift. It was nuts. I mean, some of the stuff really gets you amped up and ready to go. And especially in the, in the finance world, a lot of those guys want to come in and they want to make big money and go home and, spend it on more hookers and blow, that kind of stuff. But, and I was just never enticed by it, especially after I heard one friend of mine, he had a friend who got really doped up and died, doped up, cracked out, something. I don't know. He just got really, really high and died because he had a heart attack. And it's like I just never had this. I don't like uppers. I don't want to be so amped up that I can't control myself. That would give me so much anxiety. I can't even tell you. But I've seen people like that, and it's just like, holy shit, dude, fucking, drink some fucking chamomile tea, bro. So there we go. We're talking about drugs. Oh yeah, Requiem for a Dream. That was a good movie. But yeah, it's like same deal. It's like when you really get into it. Justice League Informer. What's the Justice League Former? Oh, formerly known as Justice League. Got you, Lorena. Informer. A leaky boom boom damn. Oh, really? Was that his quote from that? I really liked him in Half Baked when he comes and he goes, "Have you ever watched America's Funniest Home Videos on weed?" Like that was funny. You're talking about drugs now on Kicking It. Talking about drugs. Talking about the drugs. Talking about the doobies. It's actually, as of June 9th, it will be officially 2 years since I stopped smoking weed. I went cold turkey 2 years ago. Mostly I did it for my kids. I needed to be really sharp for them because, I was dealing with some things and they needed me to be sober. So I dropped it and I haven't looked back since. But it was also affecting me professionally because I was always high at conventions all the time. I needed to be high all the time. I woke up in the morning and I needed to get high. I was about to eat food. I needed to get high. I had to go do things with the kids. I needed to get high. It was just all the time I needed to get high. And I realized it was not something I was controlling. It was controlling me. And so when I dropped it, I went through about 2 to 3 weeks. Anybody who says you can't get addicted to weed is full of shit. You can absolutely get addicted to weed because I've had the withdrawals and it sucks. You get really, really depressed and you're like jonesing for it. In fact, I think I was even sweating a little bit. Not as bad as like some harsher drugs, but I didn't need to figure it out. And once I went cold turkey and I went a month, I was like, let's see how long I can go. And 6 months went by and I just kind of realized, I'm a father of 2 sons. I'm a single father, and I gotta set a good example for them. So, and I can't tell you how much money I saved. The amount of money I've saved not smoking weed has allowed me to buy more comics and enjoy more comics, which also releases endorphins, by the way. So read more comics. Yeah, I totally got retarded. I was actually mostly on gummies. I was not smoking weed. I was taking gummies. I didn't like smoking. I started smoking. I was smoking for a long time, but especially at cons, it's like gotta stop, go outside and smoke. I was just popping a gummy and I'd be high in 30 minutes. But sometimes I got so high that I couldn't control what I was saying. I embarrassed myself in front of some people a couple times and didn't even realize it until after the fact. They would confront me and say, "Hey man, why'd you say this thing?" I wrecked relationships because of it. Not majorly, but nothing major happened. But I knew that if I was going to continue on this trajectory, that something was going to happen. This drug was controlling me 100%. I'm not saying that it's like that for everybody, but it was like that for me. It was absolutely controlling me, and I needed to stop it. I needed to put a stop to it. So I quit for myself. Do I miss it sometimes? Absolutely. I had a lot of fun with it. It was great. It's as far as I went. I did shrooms a couple times. I didn't like shrooms as much. I did, however, get really high on shrooms and watch Step Brothers for the first time, and I really liked that. When I was married, my life was very regimented, and so when I initially got divorced, it's like I realized how much I'd missed out on over the last 12 years because my ex and I, we never went and saw movies. We never watched anything. We're busy. I was always going to cons. I didn't really watch a lot of comedy movies. So I lost connection with friends and stuff like that. So I got reconnected with friends. I started watching more movies again. And, my buddy's like, "Hey, let's take shrooms and watch Step Brothers." And I thought it was fucking hysterical. Honestly, it was like watching a documentary for me. I thought it was really funny. Like, that's how I felt. That's how I experienced it. And then we watched Dumb and Dumber 2, and then I saw the Hot Tub Time Machine 1 and 2, all while I was on shrooms, and I enjoyed all of them very much on shrooms. Yes, totally. And again, I will say this right now: anybody who does smoke weed, I am not judging you. God bless you. Smoke all the weed you want. I'm totally for it. You know, like, not like I stopped smoking weed. Smokers are jokers. Like, I'm not that kind of guy. You do you. I love you no matter what. I have Secret Origin starring Green Lantern and the Sandman #7. That's going to go for $2. Whatever helps you get through the day. Honestly, there are some people who really use it. I'll tell you right now that if, God forbid, knock on wood, I'm ever diagnosed with cancer and I have a loss of appetite, I will definitely be smoking weed again. That will absolutely happen. I hope to God it doesn't happen. But if it does, you know, like, I will be, and I'm not looking forward to that ever happening, but if it does happen, yeah, I'm going to fucking smoke weed to get an appetite. And just to be high and be like, shit, man, I finally get that fucking Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas movie. Well, yeah, exactly. There's some people who use it for pain relief, for stress relief, for all kinds of stuff, and it does work. It can absolutely work in the right ways, you know. Walt Disney, Huey, Dewey, and Louie Jr. Woodchucks #74 is going to go for $2. Finally understand Martian Manhunter. I just need to smoke weed in order to understand it. Fucking idiot. All right. Rocket Raccoon and Groot #1 is $2. Howard the Human, as opposed to Howard the Duck, #1 is $2. Here's a cool one. I got Punisher Noir #2 and #4. That's going to go for $4 for these two issues. The Punitive One #4. The Punitive Noir One #4. The Tick Heroes of the City #2 is $2. Yeah, totally. I can't believe how much we talked about drugs. I think we talked about drugs as much as we talked about comics this episode. Terrible. Green Arrow #23. We got a cover here by Annie Wu. Annie Woo. This can go for $2. Iron Man #230 is $2. $2 for Iron Man 230. Only $2. Onrie $2. All right. It is FOMO time, guys. You guys ready for this? Today's letter is joined. Eddie, that is War for Earths 3, #1 and 2. The issue 1 is a Gilliam March cover, and then the #2 is the standard cover. The standard cover is done by Rafa Sandoval, who is the artist on Absolute Superman. And Gilliam March did this Joker series. They're both really good artists. This is going to go for $5 for the pair. All right. It is FOMO time. You guys ready? It is FOMO time. Give it a second here. Shh. Shh, 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 shh.
It's FOMO time!
Is that an acronym for me getting a chance to play the Flash again? Oh, that's what it means. It was a good Flash! No one wants to play Flash comics on Onrie Show because of me! And I can't buy comics either because I'm a big weenie!
Oh my god, like, shut up already.
Yeah, don't be a wiener like Ezra Miller. But we got these FOMO books here, and they're awesome. They're going to knock it out of the park. Because we got baseball FOMO books today. I have Mickey Mantle. This is going to go for $3. And then whenever I look at this Joe DiMaggio book, I'm thinking of the Billy Joel song, We Didn't Start the Fire. Joe DiMaggio, we didn't start the fire. This is going to go for $3. Baseball comics. Come on, you know you want it. You don't just read about stupid superheroes, you idiot. All right, I have Beauty and the Beast, #1. And it is actually signed by the creator of the series. This is going to go for $3. $3 FOMO books. They're knocking it out of the park. Masters of the Universe #5. Are you guys excited about the movie? I am. This is going to go for $3. Machine Man 2020 #1 is $3. Barry Windsor Smith on this. That's really cool. X-Force #2. Deadpool's second appearance or third appearance, I think. This is going to go for $3. Howard the Duck #32 is $3. And then I have Bruce Lee #1 from Malibu Comics. Bruce Lee, he beat up a bunch of Chinese people. He beat them all up because they are like a Japanese pirate bar. Maybe if you talk a normally, maybe I understand you. God damn it, that's so bad. Oh boy. Oh boy. I am going to hell. I don't do drugs, but if you do drugs and watch my show, you're gonna have a good time. It's not gonna be like reading Absolute Martian Manhunter, but it's gonna be a good time. Really, you don't care, or you don't care about it? What are you excited about for? What are you looking forward to, Tony? I'm really excited about Street Fighter. I think Street Fighter looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to Avengers Doomsday, obviously. Spider-Man, Brand New Day, He-Man. There's a lot of fun movies coming out this summer. Something else was coming out, too. Lots of good movies this year. Or like slated for the second half of the year. It'd be really great if we got a He-Man trailer. Time for more commercials, guys. You guys are going to see these awesome commercials. Oh yeah, -1. I cannot fucking wait for -1. Yes, Street Fighter will definitely be goofy. I'm going to air some commercials right now. You guys are going to have to sit back and watch these commercials. Just be quiet.
Coming this fall for the PS5 and the Xbox, whatever it is now, and the Nintendo Switch 2 is Call of Conquest Killers. Don't be that lame-o who isn't playing the latest game. When your teacher asks where your assignment is and why you didn't turn in last night's homework. When your parents ask what you did all night. When your friends ask what you're doing after school. Your answer better be, I was playing with cock, and all the cool kids were too. You're not the only one. Dad? You play cock too? I sure do, son. Just don't tell your mother. Call of Conquest Killers. The game to end all games. Are you having a hard time getting her attention? Well, don't worry. We got the solution for you. Show her your wiener. That's right. Every girl loves a big, fat bratwurst. Statistics have shown that there is a strong population of men who love it too. Bratwurst goes great raw and cooked. Don't make things awkward. Show them your sausage. Johnsonville sausage, now with chili cheese. Россия самая лучшая женщина в мире. Ты не представляешь, как они будут тебя любить. Вот, смотри, какие красоты у нас. Если ты на меня не перестанешь смотреть, я тебя по башке дам! Если у вас интерес есть, берите трубку и позвоните в нас. 900-65-545-623-0056. Hey, fatty, you want to lose weight, you stupid turd slob dope? Well, then listen up. I'm Kate McGriffin, and I used to be 400 pounds. Now I'm 200 pounds of pure muscle, and I'm helping other fat slobs become like me, because I'm a good guy. It's really easy. First, you give me your money. Then I give you unresearched advice, where I'll use scientific terms to make myself sound less like a roided out freak. Then I'll make you do all the work and keep promoting unethical weight loss substances to further my own selfish ambitions. Your loss is my gain. If you want to lose weight, you call me now. 1-800-FAT-TURD to speak with a retired phone sex operator and get on your weight loss journey today. Getting around is so easy thanks to the Uber app. All you gotta do is pinpoint your location and they'll come and... Achtung, Blibia, nobody cares! What? Uber is a Gestapo now, and we will run this Gestapo like United Airlines and sell you a ticket, but then make you pay for your seat separately like a good stupid Weinhausen. Really? Please tell me more. Now, when you order your Uber, you will have to select where you want to sit. In the front, in the back, in the trunk, under the tires, so you can smell the steel Scheiße. You mean I can ride in the Uber driver's trunk for only 20% more? Not just that, you schnitzel. You will also get a 3 months access to a labor camp of your choosing. Uber, don't get too comfortable.
All right. Gotta pay my dues. You guys don't buy comics, so gotta air these commercials. All right, next Batman #1, Future State, going for $3. And America #3 is going for $3. That's going to be on the lower rack here. Lorena, I got you on Earth 2. And then, did I miss something else? What do you call a lesbian with fat fingers? What is that? There's a whole lot more where that came from, Eddie. So what happened was I was booking a trip for a convention, and they're like, here, your ticket price is only $200, and then they're selling the seats at $100 a pop. So what's the fucking point of buying the ticket if you have to then buy the seat? Shouldn't that just be included in the price? What the fuck is this shit? So I thought it'd be funny if Uber started doing the same thing. Just one thing led to another, and there we go. Tony, that was good. I like that punchline. Well hung. That's great. That was really good. Okay, Iron Man special tribute issue, The Legend. This is going to go for $2. Oh, man. Sorry, I'm still laughing about Tony's joke. That was really funny. All right, Batman and the Outsiders Convergence #1 and #2 is going to go for $5. This is the 2-issue run. So we have 3 Convergence runs here. We have Batman and the Outsiders, Action Comics, and Detective Comics. 1 and 2s for all of those going for $5 a pop. $5 a pop. Mighty Avengers #254 for the bottom rack is going to go for $3. Oh, we got Eddie dropping the jokes now. What do you call a lesbian dinosaur? I'm a licktopus too. Licktosaurus. Lick that sore ass. Oh, man. Oh, that's too funny. This is very inappropriate, but I love it. I love it. I'm unhinged now. No one can. I'm like Dr. Doom now. No one can strap me down anymore. Dr. Onrie. All right. Anybody claiming anything up on the board? If not, I'm going to take it all down. We're going to start building another rack here. you can always watch the show on a rerun and message me later and be like, hey, Onrie, I want to claim these books. As long as I still have them, I will set them aside for you. Still Scheiße. I have that song, that German song in my head from the Uber commercial. Here, while I take this down, I'm going to put up another commercial. This one's calling out Jay here. Jay Burns. He is an attorney.
Have you shopped with Onrie and not gotten your spin after spending $25? Were you promised free swag and never got it? Well, you may be entitled to compensation. Jay Burns Esquire is here to get the job done and lay the smackdown on Onrie. Just call 1-800-HOT-BURN to feel the burn. Proof, as they say, is in the pudding. Here's what one of our clients had to say.
Boy, are my lips chappy. I could really go for some chapstick right about now.
If you got a problem and lots of money, call Jay.
I also had some professionals pitch my comic series. You guys probably never saw this, but I actually had someone pitch Eastern Shin for me, like someone really famous. You know, they've been canceled since, unfortunately, but they did a really good job of pitching Eastern Shin. So this is a quick pitch, and then we're going to get back to selling comics. Okay? So a 30-second video. Shut up.
It's time for expert pitches, where Onrie takes a back seat and lets a real professional do all the heavy lifting. This story takes place in a far-off land full of magical fairies and dragons and wild daisies. There's a little girl who's basking in the sun and...
Neil?
What? What is it?
That's not what my book is about, Neil.
Well then, pitch it your bloody self, you stupid bloke! This has been Expert Pitches with Onrie.
What's up, Tori? Love you too. So majestic. Speaking of majestic and speaking of awesome, we've cleared off the board. Ooh, still have the other history of the DC Universe, DC Black Label book going for only $2. Normally these books go for $8. Get them for $2 right now. I'm kicking it. We have a whole stack of new books here that I'm about to show off. Still got every single one of our FOMO books that are all $3 a pop. That's it, $3 a pop, and you can own any or all of these FOMO books. We got another big stack of books here. We're about to build out another rack here, $2 books. We're going to start off with Curse, number 3 and number 4. This is written by Michael Morecci. If you guys know who Michael is, he is doing he has done a comic called Barbaric, which just got picked up by Netflix, and he is producing the show because he actually jumped from making comics to making movies. And so now he's producing the show for Netflix. So Curse could actually get a Netflix treatment too. This is about a werewolf that gets captured by a father and his son. And they catch a werewolf and they keep it trapped in their basement. What's the worst thing that could happen? Find out. These are the last 2 issues of the book. It's a 4-issue series. Boom published it. It was really good. I remember reading this when it came out. I enjoyed it quite a bit. I know Michael personally. We got started in comics at the same time. He's a Chicago guy. We haven't kept in touch over the years, but really happy to hear about his success. Always happy to hear about my contemporaries and my friends getting ahead, and really happy for him. This is great news. Now is a great time to jump on and get his work. Swamp Thing Convergence number 1 of 2 is going to go for $2. Howard the Duck, number 2 by Chip Zdarsky, and number 3. Get 2 and 3. That's going to go for $4. Batman, number 413 is $2. I have Detective Comics, number 603, 611, 612, and 617, 754, and 787. All of these books here are going to go for $12. So $12 on all of these. Crimson Dawn #1 is going to go for $2. Oz, Straw and Sorcery, #3 of 3 from Caliber Comics is $2. Flash #207 is $2. The Mask World Tour #3 of 4, $2 on this. Silver Sable and the Wild Pack #1, we got a embossed cover here, going for $2. James Bond, the Quasimodo Gambit, #3 of 3. I have Justice League #253, going for $2. I have Justice League #3 by Brad Meltzer and Ed Baines. Brad Meltzer, when he launched his Justice League series, was doing a hell of a job promoting it. Savage Dragon #4, $2. The Devil Tree #1 is going for $2. There's an independent book for you guys. Here's Masters of the Universe: Rise of the Snake Men #1 and #3. It's going to go for $4. I think you guys tuned out once I had Neil Gaiman pitching Eastern Shin. That's when you guys were like, "Yep, done." I was gonna claim comics, but seeing those commercials really turned me off. Give you guys a second here. My favorite pitch that I did was the one for Warline. The expert pitches. You have any questions about what's on the board right now, just let me know. All right. Legends of the Dark Knight, #20, final part of Venom. 5-issue run that's really great. It's going to go for $2. Batman, the 10-Cent Adventure, $2 on this. Somehow I came across another copy of The Last Wolverine, Age of Revelation, that's $2. Wolverine and Kitty Pryde #1, $2 on this. I have Carnage Venom War #1. We got the Stormbreakers Jan Bazoldua cover. That's $2. Got some Disney stuff coming your way. Walt Disney's Donald Duck Adventures #13, 14, 15, 8, 16, and 17. And I will do all of these for $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 on all these. $10. Yes. Gosh, I this post-campaign pledge thing is so wild to me. Man, there's so much I'm trying to navigate and understand with Kickstarter, but this post-pledge thing is still available. I haven't even checked it. I meant to write about it on my in my newsletter, and I didn't. And I actually got another pledge. Oh my God. Wow. That's wild. Yeah, people are actually jumping in on this thing. I can't believe it. Hang on just a second. So Eddie is referring to the Kickstarter campaign for Yisun Shin, which ended last week. And we are still accepting late pledges. And people are upgrading and getting stuff. And this is really wild. So, yeah, we got funded a couple weeks ago, or sorry, last week, last week, and we still have late pledges available. I'm going to drop the link to the Yisun Shin campaign right now. What's up, Don? How you doing? If you want to make a pledge to the Yisun Shin campaign, you can. You can also buy all the books online from me on the website. The only thing I have to let you guys know is that there are certain items on the Yisun Shin campaign that are only going to be available for the campaign. I'm not going to have extras for them, and it's not going to go up on the website. I'm not going to have anything. I'm going to print just enough to take care of fulfillment, and that's it. It's all going to be gone after that. So just a heads up for you guys. Don, I haven't seen you in forever. I'm looking forward to coming out to Georgia this summer for Dragon Con. Maybe we can get together again. That would be great. Silver Surfer number 7 and number 8 is going to go for $4. $4 for Dan Slott Silver Surfer. I have Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, number 1, number 2, and number 3 from Boom. This is also written by Michael Morecci. This is the guy that wrote and created Barbaric. That's going to go for $6 for those books. Highly recommend Curse. Seriously, if you want a good book, pick up Curse. It's really good. Yeah, let's do it, dude. I'm looking forward to it. Dave, this isn't actually an interesting series. It's kind of like a comedy. We got issues 2 and 4. I kind of want to keep this and read it myself. 2 and 3 of Dave. And it's about the future where humans have taken on more human roles in society. And so Dave is a robot that has like a terrible job, and it's kind of like a dark comedy. It's going to go for $4 for these 2 books. Sabrina from Archie Comics. We got issue 3 going for $2. Cyclops, number 5 and number 11. There's more Cyclops here. He actually has his visor here, guys. Don't worry. He doesn't lose it. I got a whole bunch of 100 bullets here. We have issue 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. I will do all these issues of 100 bullets for $12. Just a summary of what 100 bullets is about. So Brian Azzarello wrote 100 bullets. He's a Chicago-based writer. He's done a bunch of stuff. This is what really kind of put him on the map. 100 bullets lasts 100 issues. It's really gritty crime writing, and it's really good. So he wanted to do it for 100 issues, and he actually did it. In order to write dialogue, he actually spent a lot of time on the CTA, like listening to people just talk, which is really cool. I have Darth Vader number 6, number 10, number 11, and that's going to go for $6 for these 3 Darth Vader books. I have World's Finest Convergence number 1 going for $2. Shaolin Cowboy number 1 is $2. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe number 6, 7, and 8. That's going to go for $6. All right. Another stack here. Flash Gordon number 14 is $2. Superman the Man of Steel number 0 is $2. Hellblazer, or should I say Hellblazer, number 70 is $2. Hitman number 1,000,000 is $2. I have a stack of Doom 2099 books. We have issues 2, 9, 11, 12, and 18. And I'm going to do all the Doom 2099 books for $10. $10 for all the Doom 2099 books. Son of the Vulcan number 1 is $2. Mickey Mouse Adventures number 11 is $2. Walt Disney's Penny Pincher number 4 is $2. Star Wars X-Wing Rogue Leader number 2 is $2. Stranger Things Dungeons and Dragons crossover number 4 is $2. World Without End number 5 of 6 is $2. Spectacular Spider-Man 209 is $2. And then I have Wonder Woman number 23, 25, and 26 going for $6. And Batman Shadow of the Bat Convergence number 1 of 2 for $2. Lots of convergencing going on. We didn't start the fire, but it's always burning since the world's been turning. Meow, 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 meow. Take these FOMO books down. Put 2 more books on the bottom row here. Okay. FOMO books. Masters of the Universe number 5 is $3. Machine Man 2020 number 1 is $3. X-Force number 2, third appearance of Deadpool is $3. Howard the Duck number 32 is $3. Bruce Lee number 1 from Malibu is $3. Beauty and the Beast number 1 is $3. Mickey Mantle from Celebrity Comics number 1 is $3. Joe DiMaggio number 1 is $3. Get all these books for $3. These are your FOMO books for today. Here they are. We got 2 more books here. Thor, number 348, 349, number 350, and number 351, 352, and 353, and 354, and 355. These are all Walt Simonson Thor books going for $2 a pop. That's a steal. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'll do them all for $15. Okay, baseball books are off to Donnie. Awesome. Don, I'm going to take $1 off the 2 baseball books. I'm going to do them for $5 as opposed to $6, since you bought them both. Get you a deal. Cut you $1. Cut $1 off. Encourage you to buy more comics. Shadow Strikes. Oops, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, crap. I shouldn't have said that. Shadow Strikes number 10, number 11, number 12, number 13, and number 14. And I will do all of these for $10. $10 on all these. Got another double rack here. Give you guys a second. Give you guys a second to study the board, make any additional claims. Okay, Lauren is taking the Thors at 15. That was a good deal on the Thors. All right, anything else? Make your claims. I'm gonna fill up that slot with something else. This is what I'll do. I'll put a Spidey lot up here. A bunch of Amazing Spider-Man books that I'm going to do for $2 a pop. Issues 353, 371, 386, 387, and 394, which is a foil cover. You can get all of them for $2 a pop. That will be $10 for all these Amazing Spider-Man books that normally go for like $3 to $5 a pop. Yep, got to fill up that slot, Eddie. You know how it goes. An open slot is bad for business. That stupid slot. I keep telling that slot to stop behaving so promiscuously. It's staying all empty and open for everybody. For every comic to just slide its way in there. Stupid slot. I'm going to smack that slot and call it a Dan. Get it, Dan Slot, comic joke. Why aren't we talking about drugs anymore? This show suddenly got all dry and boring. Should be talking about more drugs. All right, any other claims on the board? Going once, going twice. All right. So while I clear the board, I'm going to air more commercials. No Uber commercials again. There's more commercials. Don't worry. I will do. This one.
Are you getting lost again? Can't trust iMaps, Google Maps, or that wacky weird Waze app? Well, don't worry, because we have the solution for you. Go straight! Straight! You idiot! Introducing the Sam Kinison GPS. It'll keep you on track. You see this? Come here. Take a little look at this. This is sand. It's sand. You're supposed to be in the city, not the desert. Nobody lives in the desert. Never get lost again, because if you do, you'll be berated in front of the whole family for it. Get your kid off your lap! Who puts their kid on their lap while they're driving? Order the Sam Kinison GPS system for only $199.95. And if you order today, we'll throw in the Gilbert Godfrey GPS system for only $49.99. Order now at 1-800-GPS-SCAM. Would you like to save on expensive hotel, yes? Come stay in my Section 8 housing complex for only $100 night. As you see here, our facilities, good cleaning, yes? Comfortable bed, yes? Breakfast, yes? No, you want these things, you buy. You not demand these things from Ishmael. You give me money and maybe I give you a place to sleep.
Are you running a business that's only making $3 million a year? If so, you suck, and you should quit your business and get a job at McDonald's, because $3 million sucks. You know what doesn't suck? $10 million. It still sucks, though, and that's where I come in. My name is Blaine Swindle. I convinced a bunch of rich people to hire me because they had nothing better to do with their money. I charged them an incredibly high premium and then took a 3-week vacation with my girlfriend at the time to the Bahamas, where I did all kinds of drugs and didn't take any calls. When I finally decided to resurface, the company had grown, thanks only to my great and brilliant ideas. And that's where I made my exit. If you want me to help you grow your business, go to my website, make an appointment, and I'll pencil you in with my eraser. Just go to www.kissmyass.com for more details.
Coming this summer, robbing houses isn't enough. If you want results, you need to take out the trash that you're stealing and then rummage through the garbage for valuables. Joaquin Phoenix's Death Burglar, based on a true story.
Are you looking to get filthy rich off your comic book collection? Good. Buy this book right here. In fact, buy 30 copies of it, and in about 25 years, it'll be worth a fraction more than it was worth today. Possibly. You'll make a grand total of somewhere around $10 to $15, which by that point won't even get you a Happy Meal at McDonald's because of inflation. You're welcome.
All right, we're back, guys. Eddie wants Sam Kinison GPS. I will send an invoice out for it. You get the. Do you want it with or without the Gilbert Gottfried one? Batman 2021 Annual by James Tynion, $2. Tarzan of the Apes number 257 is $2. The Ones number 1 by Brian Michael Bendis is $2. Crossed Badlands number 85 is $2. Power Rangers Unlimited number 1 is $2. Green Lanterns Rebirth number 1 is $2. It'd be funny if I actually send Eddie an invoice and he messages me later and says like, dude, I was only kidding about that. I was just kidding. Actually, Sam Kinison's death was super fucking tragic. I read about it. He was actually really funny. I was always kind of like weirded out by him when I was younger, and I had a really hard time telling him apart from Kathy Bates and Misery. Like they were almost like the same people. Or there was this other woman I forgot. She was like this older mom, but she looked a lot like Sam Kinison. Like bore a striking resemblance to her. But Sam died in a car crash when he was 45 years old. And he got into a car crash with this kid who was underage and drinking at the wheel. And they got into an accident. And Sam actually got out of the car and started talking. And then he died on the way to the hospital. And that was his end. But he was a really funny comedian. He was hilarious. I wonder if he was being his own GPS system. That's how it happened. All right, I have The Dreaming, number 8, and number 12. This is the Sandman story. This is going to go for $4. Bone, number 26, is $2. Captain America and the Mighty Avengers, number 4, is $2. Atomic Robo, number 205, volume 9, that's $2. The Silver Surfer Annual, number 4, is $2. Michael Moorcock's Multiverse, number 9, is $2. Hulk number 6. I got 3 copies of this. This is the first appearance of Titan Hulk, and it's going to go for $2 a pop. And then I have the second printing. So this is a first appearance book right here. Only $2 right now. First full appearance of Titan Hulk. Vision and the Scarlet Witch, number 2, is $2. Incredible Hulk, number 303 and 304 is $4. Batman, Superman, Future State, number 1 is $2. That's funny. Oh man, Andrew Dice Clay was awesome. All right, Lorena's taking the Hulks off my hands. That's great. X-Men Legends number 1 and 2. That's $4 on those. Savage Hawkman, Savage Hawkman number 9, number 11, and number 19. That's going to go for $6. X-Men number 80 is $2. Punisher number 74 is $2. Air Raiders number 2 is $2. Starbrand number 5 is $2. And number 11 is $2 for Starbrand. Oh, you want the other Hulks too? Okay, cool. All the Hulks. Good pickup. That is seriously a good pickup. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Nice grab. Spitfire number 6 and number 12 is going to go for $4. Ultimate Black Panther number 2. I got 2 copies of Ultimate Black Panther number 2 and number 3. 1 copy of number 3. Those are going for $2 a pop. You want the 2 and the 3, it's $4. You want just the 2 by itself, it's $2. Vampirella Dead Flowers number 4 is $2. Hands of Shang-Chi Master of Kung Fu number 53 is $2. Captain America and Citizen V annual, that's going to go for $2. Kazar number 20 is $2. Get more comics. All right. Couple more books here. And we're going to call it an afternoon. We got about 10 minutes left, so make your claims now or message me after. And if I still have it, I'll set it aside for you, no problem. If I don't have it, then sorry, you're out of luck. All right, the final stack of books here for this afternoon's show. I have The Prisoner, Book A, and Book B. That's going for $4. Bombast, number 1. This is Jack Kirby Chrome, number 1, going for $2. Amazing Adventures featuring the X-Men, number 4 and number 5. That's going to go for $4 for some classic X-Men stories. Retold, reprinted. Vamps, number 5 of 6 and 6 of 6. Those are some cool covers. That's going to go for $4. Uncanny Avengers, number 1 is $2. The Spectre, number 11 is $2. Rebirth of Thanos, number 1 is $2. Shield Rebirth by Jonathan Hickman. That's a really cool story. $2 on this. Superior Spider-Man number 6 and 8 is going to go for 4. What if Nova had been 4 other people? $2 on this. Vision and Scarlet Witch number 4 is $2. Venom number 34 is $2. Flash number 17 is $2. Does he have it? Yes or no? I think he does have it. Couple more books here. Give me 1 second. Batman White Knight Presents Generation Joker, Book 6. And The Punisher, number 10 and 17. That's going to go for $4. Kickstarter's done. See you around, Tony. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to come back anytime, dude. It's great seeing you. Thank you for following or watching. What X-Men is that on top? That's Amazing Adventures featuring the X-Men number 4 and number 5. They're going for $4. Yeah, Kickstarter's funded and it's done. We got late pledges available right now, Joe. How are you doing, man? Silver Surfer annual number 3 is $2. Batman Beyond Nero Year number 2 and number 5. We got 2 Christian Ward variants here. Awesome. I got you on those. Tarzan the Savage Heart, number 1 of 4, 2 of 4, and 3 of 4. We're just missing 4 of 4. $6. Wolverine 85 is 2. The Avengers versus the X-Men, number 2 of 6 is 2. Silver Sable and the Wild Pack, number 2 is 2. Adventures on the Planet of the Apes, number 4 is 2. Legends of the Dark Knight 154 is 2. And Wonder Man, number 2 is 2. Latest Wonder Man series is actually really good. It's a lot of fun. All right, we're in the last few minutes of the show here, so I'm going to go over the bottom stuff one more time. And then it'll be time to spin the wheel. Wheel spinning time. Wheel spinning time. But first and foremost, we have our FOMO books here. Masters of the Universe number 5 is 3. Machine Man 2020 number 1 is 3. X-Force number 2 is 3. Howard the Duck number 32 is 3. Bruce Lee number 1 is 3. Beauty and the Beast number 1 is 3. So these are the remaining FOMO books. All right, bottom row stuff. I got Star Wars The High Republic number 1 going for 3. America 3 is 3. Wolverine 50 is 3. Invincible Iron Man 500 is 3. The Multiverse Who Laughs number 1 is 3. The Next Batman Future State number 1 is 3. Berserker number 1 foil cover by Mark Brooks is 3. Batman Phase Clan $3. Alligator Loki number 1 is 3. Absolute Power number 1 of 4 is 3. Batman 54 is 3. Silk number 1 is 3. Gypsy is 3. Mighty Avengers 254 is 3. If you want all of these books here, this stack that I just showed off, I'll do it all for $30. I'm going to take $12 off the price of the stack. And then over here, I have Detective Comics Convergence number 1 and number 2. That's going to go for $5. Action Comics Convergence number 1 and 2 is $5. And I also have Batman and the Outsiders number 1 and 2 going for $5. Okay. 2 claims. We have Howard and X-Force. Okay. Lewis is claiming both of those. Awesome. Lewis, how you doing, man? Sweet. All right, we'll move some FOMO books. Good stuff. Got through half our FOMO books today. Really good. Okay. All right. I'm glad to hear it, bro. Okay. We're at the end of the show here, so I think it's time for us to spin the wheel. Lorena gets a spin on the wheel, so let's do it for her.
It's time to spin the wheel of skee-ball.
All right, Lorena, I'm spinning for you. Lorena gets a free DC book, and I am going to hook her up with the Spectre number 11. Boom, right there. Outstanding. Guys, I want to thank you all for shopping with me this afternoon. Really appreciate it. Right now, we've, as I mentioned, we finished the Eastern Chin campaign, but late pledges are still available right now. I just dropped the link in the comments. You can still make your pledge if you like. Just keep in mind there are certain items like our Hunter and Destroyer 3 variants that we will not be reprinting. We're only printing enough to take care of fulfillment. So that's just something for you to keep in mind. Late pledges will be available until fulfillment begins. The books are here already, as I promised. They are here. Now the only promise I have to fulfill is to get these books into your hands. So I will be taking care of that as of June, because as of next week, I start a 3-week circuit of conventions. As soon as I get back from that, we'll take care of fulfillment. So we're talking about rapid fulfillment on this. So this is an opportunity here. The campaign is funded, but late pledges are available. So you guys can come in and you can add stuff right now. Yeah, feel free to check it out. If you missed out on the opportunity to be a part of the campaign, or if you want some of the variant exclusives, this is your final chance to do it. We do have one last piece of original art that's up there. So just, check it out when you get a chance. And that's it. I'm off the air for the rest of the week. I will be back on the air on Tuesday evening. We're going to move our Tuesday night show forward a little bit. It's going to air at 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 7 p.m. Central, and 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to go from 7 to 9 Central. So a lot of people have been asking me to move the show up a little bit. So now that I'm on my network, I can do that. We're gonna move it forward. And then I'll be doing an episode of Onrie's mukbang comic mukbang reviews. That'll be episode 5 next week, where I review all of the week's new comics. I'll be doing that on the road in Oklahoma City. So I'll be coming live from Oklahoma City. And then next weekend, I'll be at GalaxyCon, Oklahoma. And I start my 3 weeks of straight convention. So looking forward to that. And until then, I will see you guys later. I got to get going because I got to take Bentley to the vet to get his ear checked out. So I will see you guys later. Take care. Have a great rest of your week. Message me if you have any questions or if you want to talk, whatever. Hit me up. I got you. All right. Talk to you guys later.